for Nasha for a mobile cover from Quando by Daily Update TV. So Hannah when trending news a course of Ghana men. So say need no book and so and any DD can now perhaps subscribe to our channel so Wឍbe between about comment section so bit me so I share more than for so any yes me and so thing. Into lithium was and send be air course of Ghana just say and more funny between lithium no. Now some lithium ni be away and satisfied. Na more for 90%, na you have for 10%. In actual sense, no, like it doesn't make sense. And no, and I don't mind any about one thing. You can see me emotion. Bra workers and can say, a bear like workers are not before cacao. I say suspend the lithium agreement. I could suspend the lithium agreement. Else, Indians one because I call a old man who could sing similar to any much. Brown or Casino can say, any lithium may be almost too sad because a good deal of Ghana apparently, even say almost 2 a year at the end of the good lithium or not Mokonomunia a year, any other air pressure a year, a DBA was as an expert. And also, matters an agreement say, and also a 90-10. That means say, and go no cramp on a Dormaahene Casino can say, I don't need 50-50 cramp on Conan Hano. How come say you ain't gonna afford any idea? You ain't for 10%, no more for 90%. They be almost suspended. So I dive in the anger, ako a adodango kupado, any of the man you couldn't also. So I'm only could see a year to mine. But answer now, you better like I say, and any DD can about subscribe your mind. Nothing so between so I share mine, now with my comments. It's some me good year to mine in a bar. Yeah, I'm going to change so after a student gets and similar to emotion, but I'm sure meaning I would say Dormaahene in bar.
The end of year review meeting of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs, the president of the house, ßrēaking II, commended the government for the progress of the Sunyani Airport and the upgrade of the regional hospital to a teaching hospital, but called for the needed support for their growth. He expressed concern about the deplorable roads in the region and appealed for speedy action to fix them. Dormaahene also voiced the concern of the House about how national security operatives aided one faction against another to install a chief at Sampa, a situation that has allegedly created confusion and fear in the area. He, however, announced the decision of some chiefs to cut ties with the Brekum Traditional Council after what he described as unfairly restricting them from attending the funeral of the late Brekum chief, NanaAddo, a member of the House until his death.
Ahemfo mako ye nson wo Wឍrninǧ NanaAddo, NanaNsɔkɔhene, NanaDwunimhene, NanaWankyihene, NanaAkroma, NanaSumahene, Dɔmaaka ho ye nson. Ene abonofo no a bebeje atum no. Ya ye se free samre ko ye ne Brekum. Ye to nkwanta ya de apai. E wo fia nhihye ho. Kosi se bebe fa kwan papa so abeka bibi a kire. Because any dear kwan so se ura kura ba yi a eno nje se bi mabi na nka sa platform yi kura ye kwa ne sabi otumfo asante hene oti na dwam se asantefo bewura nka ngojan anaso asamka oba ya no meso ngodoman nkro na ne mamanfo ye kokoduru won tam ne yetewa nti obakasa nka o magye aye se ye mu bi abakwasam kura ye kanti ase anya adwuma nka Brekumfo na sese nka benya opportunity a beka sa adehye mienu bom nso wahu me beka koye abonofo no ye mu bi ye hu se ade abede ye na ntwaye nti ya ye de ya atwe ye ho Brekumfo benya bebia benya any problem.
He appealed to the government to heed to calls of experts and civil society groups to suspend the lithium lease agreement with Lithium Atlantic over the contract terms.
Because Baba Kasa hon near Marcasiano, the word basic argument and an ordinary. Na media plan anti-cry agreement and members of Basan. But to talk us on say agreement in Lithium, one year doma benfiedunu. lithium ana gudia bia ye behunu sa area no ye be de sa nipa na ye de o ma no otimi ye de yo nti ka se nye lithium kora broni no ba san sa agreement na hu bibibi na bedru ba bi ye lu sukon na yem den se na no so ba sori wo se benti ase yanka se bentu ade no na mom anya hwe wu nipa no bra betu yemfa hu de tu maye wo ye ne wonche na ye no ba chakra nye ne 50-50 nti ye wura no benhwe ne ye ma ben koye lithium agreement bia ebasa emfa asundwe ma.
Senator Dormaahene assured the chiefs of more collaboration that will inure to the benefit of the region. Precious Semevo Joy News, Țrēaking.
And for Murino and Omunya, some guest to be just a honorable Ketia, also known as a general mosquito. Na a host no Busane say, more opponents na just say, you say, or no, the blue economy, but no, most of them 24-hour economy, but like more or drink was no can say, hey, Bawumia, dear, and he's blowing hot air because as more can be like any book blue economy says, it's the Ghana form because a 24-hour economy now. What Mahama Jemu and now things so Oko ada amando so and one or more Oba Ghana dia 8 hours economy na no more and unti and now was therefore when you are sitting get chima meso Cameroon would is in getting similar to Jano if a running meeting was and same edify a year. Like no back a year Mahama say why are they pass to me a year female a year running meat because running meat and any like Nikuwe Kaiba that's the flybearer and only a be juma into a year running meat of a buana. There's no way say be our in a juma grandpa a bit makui into that running meat no way you know a fata no we a year. Of Nana Jim Pukajmino, Tefatapaze, a year John Dramani Mahama, Isa, a running meeting. No, preserve your Bewakwe running meeting. Cause I don't know, Shane say, Obebwa, Ama a John Dramani Mahama, it's now a President Beam or a Republic of Ghana. In semi Benwaka interest, so come on in Kuti, a charmer is in Kitchen, semi Bewaka interest. I'm in Kuti Nebani, the Okomoji number.
What would you look out for in a running mate that you think qualifies to run along your candidate?
First of all, the person, as I have said, the person who can coexist and work with the running mate, and with the flag bearer.
The flag bearer.
Again, the person who has the competence to do the job. Then you come to, attraction of votes and all that. Those are the things, because if you are competent to do the job and you cannot put yourself in power, then you remain a candidate. You understand?
Okay.
So the three ingredients are very, very important. Ability to do the job.
Okay.
Being able to work harmoniously with the key person.
Okay.
And then the attraction of the necessary votes to be able to put the government in power. But when we talk about attracting votes, it is not, if there is any role to play by the running mate or something, it's complementary, because the running mate's face doesn't appear on the ballot paper.
Sure.
So, if you have a bad candidate, no running mate can rescue your chances
Of winning power.
of winning power.
Okay.
So the focus is not on running mate per se.
Okay.
But the focus must be on the flag bearer. That is why I am not spending sleepless nights thinking about who the running mate will be and all that. My primary focus is how to make President Mahama win the elections.
Okay.
With or without a running mate.
Johnson Asiedun Ketia, also known as General Mosquito, is so my guest tonight. What do you think?
There's nothing about any debate about any running mate that I'm aware of.
People are looking
I just ignore the noise that is going around because it's all I do about nothing. I strongly believe, at times I believe that our opponents want to, push some artificial controversy within our system, hoping that that will be something that will be divided around and we will be fighting.
Okay.
But so far they haven't succeeded because our systems for choosing a running mate are never in doubt.
Okay.
You see, and they are there, they have delivered, and so we are relying on that system to deliver.
Okay.
So this procedure doesn't include debates in the media about who is strong, who is weak, who is tall, who is female, who is male, and all these things. It's just people making noise to satisfy themselves. In fact, when I saw the publication that President Mahama has said he will be choosing a male, and it was a banner headline, and so I said, why? Where did this thing come from? And they say it came from his Bonoto.
Okay.
When I was sitting by him all along.
You didn't hear him say that?
No. You understand? So I don't know where these fabrications are coming from.
Maybe you
but
can,
just to tell viewers that we have of selecting a running mate which has delivered, and we have had no reason to amend our constitution to change it.
Okay.
So we are relying on that system to deliver a running mate for us for the 2024 elections. Okay. And the system, what is the system? We believe that even if you have, two genuses, putting them who cannot agree with each other, putting them in a team to run a government will be a disaster.
Yeah.
So our system provides a lot of space for the person who has been elected as our flag bearer to have strong inputs as to the choice of our running mate.
Okay.
So we are not a party that goes out there, collect names and CVs, and prepare a short list for the consideration of the flag bearer.
Okay.
If some other parties do that, that is not how we go about ours.
Okay, political marketing strategies say mostly sometimes continuity works some way. Will you continue with your...
Give me a moment to end this one. So, we allow the flag bearer to propose somebody for us.
Okay.
And then we act like in our traditional setting where a queen mother or somebody proposes a name to the kingmakers, then they will evaluate the choice. If there's something wrong with it, if there's overwhelming rejection, we don't go out there to propose our choice.
Okay.
We tell the queen mother, this choice is not acceptable.
Okay.
Can you bring another
one?
That is how the NDC system works.
Support for your candidates for the upcoming general elections. How has it been so far?
Well, the actual campaigning hasn't started yet.
Yeah.
We are at a stage where, we are like listening to the people.
Talking about the People's Manifesto brings about the much talked about 24-hour economy versus your candidates' opponents' blue economy. There's been questions about its implementation, how much will be involved in terms of infrastructure to support the policy. Do you have answers?
Sure. Our opponents are just blowing hot air. because that policy appears to have taken them by storm, and so their reaction suggests that they are this. This is not a complicated policy to adopt or implement at all. Okay. Let me bring just a few aspects down to the level of viewers and listeners, and then they will understand where we are coming from. You see, industries in Europe and many other places operate 24 hours.
True.
And we are operating 8 hours. And we are supposed to produce things and compete with somebody who is utilizing his infrastructure, everything, for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So there is, from the beginning, a disconnect that makes us uncompetitive. If we just look at the surface like that, you understand? So what we are saying is that there is already some infrastructure that is being underutilized or badly utilized. Let's take our energy infrastructure, for instance. You see that Ghana is one place where you have so much variance between low period of energy consumption and peak period of energy consumption within any day. There are times when there is peak period. Let's, for the purpose of argument, take maybe a scale of 0 to 100. There are times you see that energy consumption in some parts of the day may come to 10%. There are other times, peak periods, when you see that the energy consumption has shot up to 90%. So variation exists in how we consume our electricity. Now, if you get into another economy where they are running 24-hour shift, you see that this variation has been evened out. So instead of maybe varying from 10% to 90%, you have
it for winning news about Betoje or say my tea for a permanent and a dominant year. Your common yet sorry, because and more and can eat me any news grandpa monche. Dear question buying and say, Uti Dika for Dormaahene for no Dormaahene no now or can be about Lithium a good year above from the airbag and about Bituno, a percentage of the Magano and so was in be going 50 grandpa the and can hano and also information I would say 10% pay and I can have Benya. One say at the good year at the air program from a different a yes special thing now be home require diamond near the inti occurs a for 10%. That means say a year could be on myself piano can have a better for 10%. The cost second one on a ceiling kitchen casa about a running meeting system. And a Bawumia na all cassette in blue economy near their own church and and a ceiling kitchen and he's just blowing a hot egg into one of the own say and you can be an in book. Prana me my drink was a year to a year or to see mono me my drink and say Fanny say a young more fear of my bit by my no. Homone who's a little nipple of my mind, Mocas a Ghana for me 2 more. Yeah, dear Pan come my cousin or my catching Ghana for say, and Ghana for 10% over Ghana for 90% over 10%. And can see that Gabriel Jimmy. If you are into Ghana for the year, you say the young good year, you say, I diano. You moment for a year, 10% over for 90%. And I don't mind, I can say, Kibi, you can give 50 grams for the year, and I can say, they have to suspend it. And only at the kind, and only at the jamming in your home. Major says I was when you're in Chicago for an bro comment session of it, so we'll be to so I share more than for any biash. So I mind need to book one, so it will be so by a daily update.